You don't get heavenly vision without earthly opposition. Some of us are so focused on being affirmed and approved by men and women that we have forgotten we're supposed to be approved by one. You cannot get promoted in the spirit without experiencing earthly opposition. If you are not experiencing earthly opposition, then it is quite possible that you are headed in the wrong direction. Because the enemy does not mess with his own. That's why you don't hear other people tearing down other religions, because the enemy does not mess with his own. That's why you hear in movies and on all of your social media platforms and in all of the news and media outlets, Christianity being torn down because it is the only true living God that points us back to not a religion, but a relationship. Whenever you hear someone get in trouble or they get afraid, they don't shout out other gods. They shout out one God and they say, Jesus Christ. Because even an atheist needs someone to cling to when all else fails. You don't get heavenly vision without earthly position. And the reality of this text, that it should teach us and it should model in front of us, is the clearer you see Jesus, the more uncomfortable you make people who refuse him. Stephen teaches us something so profound, that it doesn't matter what happens to you, as long as your gaze is fixed, who approved you. See, we're too concerned about who like us and who don't like us. And we're so focused on wanting to be liked that we have sacrificed loyalty to Jesus. And it is not until you don't care who like you, because you are loyal to Jesus, that you actually see the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords operate in and through your life like he desires to operate in and through your life. You cannot worry about who likes you, who approves of you, who affirms you, who does not. The only thing that you need to be focused on is keeping your gaze fixed on Jesus, because he's already called you. He's already anointed you. He's already set you apart. He called you a peculiar person. He said, you've been chosen to do what it is I've chosen you to do for such a time as this. So who cares if they don't like you or not? When you get a revelation of Jesus, what you must understand is that revelation will alleviate all these people that speak clutter into your mind. It will bring you into a place of greater discernment where you can decide whether you want to follow what they're saying or whether you want to follow what Jesus has said. When you get a real glimpse of who Jesus is, it gives you a revelation that will elevate you spiritually but isolate you socially. And some of us, we pray for revelation, but we cling on to the circle that we are a part of because we are so used to the comforts of this life that we don't want to spend any time in isolation to actually hear from God so that he can show us who we are found in him. So revelation, it will bring you to a place where you are isolated here on earth. You receive something in return that cannot be purchased, that cannot be bought, that cannot be given to you by men and women. You will receive insight and foresight as to who Jesus actually is. God will show you something that cost you everything to believe.